Hello everyone, today we are going to go through a productive morning as a mom of a 3-year-old, toddler, and 1-year-old twins. We are going to start with a leg day at the gym before we come home and get ready for the day. Today I woke up at 5 a.m. so that I could get home with enough time to prep myself before the kids get up. All the mamas out there know how precious alone time is. And as a morning person, that alone time happens for me between 6:30 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. after the gym. Now that we are back, I'm going to meal plan and get my grocery list together. I'm also going to map out my day by writing out my to-do list and time blocking it. It's a Monday, so we have quite a bit to do. After the normal morning breakfast routine, we will make bread, get laundry started, go to the grocery store, and pack for our family trip later this week. So I'm going to take you through how I juggle all of that with 3 kids to take care of. Now that my meal plan and to-do list are done, I'll get showered and dressed. Once I'm ready, it's time to head downstairs and get to work. The kids get up at 7:30, so I have about 30 minutes to take care of kitchen prep. The best way for me to have a successful morning, even when it's busy, is if I set myself up at night. There are 3 things I must do to close down the kitchen every night to ensure I don't get behind the next morning. For me, that's washing the dishes, starting the dishwasher, and wiping down the counters. Then every morning, I put the dishes away and have a clean area to start prepping breakfast. The best part is that I can use my dishes from the dishwasher for breakfast, so I don't even have to put those plates and silverware away. They just go on the counter to be plated with food. I actually hate unloading the dishwasher, so this is a nice little hack that makes me feel like I'm cheating the system. As I put dishes away, I'm also getting started on breakfast. Today, I'm making everyone scrambled eggs and oatmeal with fruit. This was one of our go-to breakfasts. When I have everyone's food plated and drinks poured, I'll head upstairs to wake up the twins. Our twins are pretty good sleepers. However, it took us about 5 months before our twins were actually sleeping 8 hours through the night. Compared to our oldest daughter, we had her sleeping at 7 weeks. So very different. I remember in those first few months feeling so exhausted and feeling like it was never going to end. But day by day, as the twins slept more, we were able to sleep more and we could start feeling a bit more like ourselves again. Then we could finally put systems in our family to make the days go smoothly, or at least a bit more predictable. One system we have put in place that minimizes overwhelm in the morning is allowing our daughter the independence to get up on her own. We have a sound machine that will make a sound at 7:30 to let her know when it's time to get dressed and to come downstairs. We'll pick out her clothes the night before, so I know she is going to wear something appropriate for the season. We live in Michigan, so we need to be prepared for the cold. This has helped us tremendously because she likes to feel like a big kid and do it all on her own. And it also saves me that extra 10 minutes in the morning. She'll come down when she is ready and join us for breakfast. We typically eat breakfast all together. I especially like to sit down and eat my meal and drink my morning coffee with the kids. Since I've been going since 5 a.m., I like to treat this as a break time. I slow down, enjoy the family time because I know it will be time to get after it again as soon as breakfast is over. As a stay-at-home mom who constantly has work that can be done, I've had to work on being intentional with my breaks, if that's what you want to call them, throughout the day. Unlike someone who works out of the home, we don't get to clock in and clock out. It can feel like we are always working. And in some ways, this is true. However, I have found that I can be the most productive when I know I have a scheduled break or downtime coming my way. Sitting to eat my breakfast is one of those breaks for me. Now that breakfast is over, I'm going to tidy up the kitchen and get my loaf of bread going. I find it easier to function throughout the day by cleaning up after each meal. The state of my kitchen is usually a reflection of my mental state, so it is imperative for me to keep my kitchen and head clear of clutter. You'll see as I work in the kitchen, I let my kids play and roam and help me as much as they can. Today, I'm going to be making a regular sandwich loaf. My toddler, Blair, is starting to enjoy helping in the kitchen, so I'm learning to include her in the process. For this loaf, we are going to use the bread machine. I will put all my ingredients in the machine's bowl, put it on dough mode to mix and do a first rise. I find this the easiest way to make bread because it's 5 minutes of hands-on time and the machine honestly does a better job of kneading than I would. I started exclusively making my own bread at home about a year ago, so I'm still practicing and learning. I'll show you here what I do after the dough rises in the machine an hour and a half later. I just punch it down, shape it, and pull it across the counter a few times to create tension. I let it rise for about 45 minutes in the loaf pan and then bake it for 35 minutes. This is what my loaf looked like after it was done, and we ate half of it. My kids love homemade bread, and I feel great giving it to them since I know exactly what is in it. After I finished the kitchen, I'll spend the next 30 minutes or so sitting down and playing with the kids. The babies are at a tough age right now where they need a lot of supervision while playing because they are old enough to explore, but still learning the meaning of the word no. I'm not sure if any other moms out there feel this way, but I actually find it very difficult to sit and play with the kids. I know this is a crucial time for me to teach my kids how to play and share with each other. I have to try really hard not to think about my to-do list during this time period, which is why I like to view this time as a break, even though I know it's far from it. But it is a time where I can give myself grace and enjoy the primary task that really comes with being a stay-at-home mom, and that's raising my children. After we play, it's time to put one of the twins down for a nap. Brooks, our little boy, he still needs a morning nap at 9:30, where Chloe is starting to drop it. While Brooks is sleeping, the girls are going to help me do that laundry. This is another house chore that I have encouraged getting my oldest daughter involved. She thinks it's fun to grab the laundry baskets and throw everything in the washing machine. You can see it's rubbing off on her sister because Chloe gets into it too. Allowing my kids to help me with tasks definitely adds more time. I mean, I could get it done quicker on my own, but it allows me to get the task done while they are awake. And I think it's important for my kids to be a part of taking care of the home. Later in the morning, I ran out to the grocery store. As I mentioned, we are leaving later in the week, so my grocery haul was very small, but enough to get us through the next couple of days. This is what I got. At this point, it's almost lunchtime, and we've already made bread, gone to the grocery store, and started the laundry. After lunch, I played with the kids, put the twins down for their nap at 1:30. I had my daughter help me pack her bag for our trip. Again, I like getting her involved as much as possible. This gets her excited for our trip, teaches her responsibility, and she's actually helping me. When we finish packing, Blair will go down for her nap. I'm so grateful that my kids all take an afternoon nap at the same time. This really didn't happen until the twins were about 6 months old. This is when I tackle a big project or use the time to rest before taking on the night shift. Today, however, we have packing and laundry to fold. I try to make laundry fun by watching a show I like or listening to a podcast. I really look forward to tasks where I can watch something for pleasure while working because I try really hard not to be on my phone when the kids are awake. Let's be honest, I still am on my phone a little bit, but this is at least some guilt-free time where I am able to watch something. After finishing the laundry, I packed up the kids' clothes for our trip. I love, love, love using packing cubes when traveling, especially when the kids are this small, because I can put each kid's clothes in one of these cubes and put all the cubes in one single bag. It's honestly amazing and such a game changer when going on trips with the twins. We have flown with our twins almost 5 times now since they were born. So that's 5 round trips. The first time when they were 4 months old. So we've gotten pretty good at packing light and knowing what we need and don't need when traveling with 2 infants and a toddler. I'm working on a video to show how my husband and I managed to travel on our own with our kids. So keep an eye out for that. Now that the packing is all done, that checks off the last thing I needed to get done today, and it's not even 4 p.m. I love getting my to-do list done before the kids wake up from nap because the end of the day is all about winding down, making dinner, and spending quality time together as a family.